Here we are, my friend, the 7th day of the 7 days Jipende challenge. To those in other continents, I say happy Valentines to you. I, Wagaki Moshiri, totally appreciate you for taking the bold steps of walking this 7 days journey and deliberately filling your cup with love. Yesterday, we focused on how you say yes when you mean no. And I read out 10 statements to which you are to answer true or false. What did you score? Mine was 40%. Ouch! As I confessed, I fall into the trap of pleasing people and I have a lot of work to do. Our last Jipende challenge session today opens our eyes to the fact that you do not have to do things all by yourself. My favorite coach and mentor, Jack Canfield, wrote a chapter in his book, The Success Principles, titled Ask, Ask, Ask. Some of us feel stuck and frustrated because we do not know how to ask. Have you ever heard of Mr. Atlas? Please Google for the image of Mr. Atlas. You will see a man bent down from the weight of carrying the universe. You, my friend, are probably a sister or brother to Mr. Atlas because you carry the world, your children, your siblings, your friends, your church, your neighborhood. My goodness, you have literally taken on jobs that do not belong to you. Please back off. If you often feel like Superman or Superwoman with magical powers to do everything, here is a bitter pill for you to swallow. Everything does not depend on you. Yes, the world will not fall apart because you are not there. Please note, the world survived long before you showed up and it will survive long after you are gone. As a Jipende challenge, take care of your domain and the tasks before you. Period. Today, I would like to share 2 or 3 stories. The first one is that last year in November, I met Anne, a wonderful lady who, like me, was invited to speak at a bridal dinner. I will never forget the title of Anne's talk. It was How Not to Be the Firstborn. What? Anne shared about the blunders of a firstborn and the lessons she has learned. A firstborn woman, sorry guys, I can only speak as a woman, tends to be a mother to all. And when she gets into marriage, she carries this role and becomes Mrs. Atlas to the new family. Does this sound like you? Well, I'm planning to invite Anne for a physical session to speak to those of us who need these tips. If you want to sign up for this session, please email me. The story number 2 is that yesterday, my very wonderful friend, I call her mom, called me very excited for having stepped on the 7th floor a week ago. She was so happy with her decision to love herself and do things that only please her. The truth finally hit her when she looked around and realized that her children, now married and with children, are independent and having a life of their own without her. After we laughed at the many blunders mothers do, we decided that we shall give ourselves a treat. We plan to have lunch or dinner just to celebrate self-love. Now, to you, my friend, please open your eyes. It does not matter your age. Remember, you only live once. And the final tip I want to give to us in business is, do you sometimes refuse to delegate and say nothing gets done right unless I do it myself? I shared my own personal challenge with a veteran businessman who told me, people in your workplace will be as big or small as you let them be. Learn to delegate and grow your team. I, Wagaki, I am working on that one. And so, this is what I want to tell you. Nobody knows how to do everything. Nobody has time to do everything. Nobody is supposed to do everything. And nobody wants to do everything. So here is our final assignment as we come to the end of our Jipende challenge. I call it the circles. Take a plain piece of paper and draw a small circle in the middle and write your name in it. Then draw another circle around it and leave it blank for now. Then, on the side of the page, write down names of people, places, and things you associate with every day. The list might include your spouse, your children, your parents, your siblings, relatives, friends, church, chama, your work, name it. Now, do you remember the 24-hour triangle we drew on day 4, where we became aware of how we spend our time? Now, I want to connect day 4 and today's assignment. Look at the list you have written today and only add those people or things that are truly important to you and put them in the outer circle. You know, the one that you have just drawn around you. There, put the people that you truly love and the things that you want to do and can do. Then the rest, please leave them to be outside that bigger circle. This exercise will open our eyes to see where we spend our time and what our priorities are. That's it, my friend. You have successfully completed the 7 days Jipende challenge, and it is my hope that, like me, you feel energized, focused, more in love with you, and ready to face those things that once hindered your growth. And to celebrate Valentine, pick a day of your choice, dress up for you, and give yourself a treat. Either give yourself a coffee date, have a lunch date with you, a glass of wine with you, a movie with you, a dance with you, whatever will put a smile on your face. I am feeling so excited and ready to embrace this new me. You might ask, what next now that 7 days are over? The truth is, we shall take a few days break. This will give us time to celebrate a weekend of love with us. I personally am taking the break. I want to be with me. But I will be back in a couple of days, and I'm looking forward to seeing you and reading all the comments that you shall leave me on email. Remember, my email address is in the video description. After that, I will share with you what next, what other journey we shall take to fully continue loving us. Please share this Jipende Challenge podcast with your friends and loved ones. For now, Jipende always. God bless.